So if you follow along with the test and you use 4 different types of flour, no matter what type of flour you use, go ahead and have fun and experiment. Mix the doughs together and add 100 grams of sourdough starter, 8 grams of salt, and then do the normal dough folding and fermentation and bake off your loaf. So just have fun and bake up the loaf. Post it in the question and answer section. I'd love to see it, and so would everybody else. We'll call it our 4-flour bread. Don't be afraid, it's just an experiment. And it'll be lots of fun. This is the 4 different doughs in the test that I mixed together. I'm going to be adding some sourdough starter. I'm going to be adding 100 grams of sourdough starter. This is a white whole wheat sourdough starter. Okay, so I've got 100 grams of starter in there. And it was 625 grams of the dough. I'm going to go ahead and get that mixed in there. It'll make about 73% hydration, just slightly more, 73.6. The dough is at 70% hydration. The starter is at 100% hydration. The dough has been worked a lot. It's kind of tough. So I'm just going to work this in just a little bit. So I can add some salt as well. I'll be adding 8 grams of salt. I have some nice sea salt here. There we go. 8 grams of salt. Okay, the salt will toughen up the gluten almost right away. But I will do several different folds on this and work that salt in. And I've got to work in the 100% sourdough too, because it's at a different hydration than the other dough. Okay, I think that's enough to start with. I'll be back in probably an hour to fold it again. So I'll cover this dough and I'll be back in an hour so we can fold it in and incorporate the salt and the starter better.